The new section, good enough is fine. A lot of people get off on solving problems with complicated solutions. Flexing your intellectual muscles can be intoxicating. Then you start looking for another big challenge that gives you that same rush, regardless of whether it's a good idea or not a better idea. Find a judo solution when that delivers maximum efficiency with minimum effort. Judo solutions are all about getting the most out of doing the least. Whenever you face an obstacle, look for a way to judo it. Part of this is recognizing that problems are negotiable. Let's say your challenge is to get a bird's eye view. One way to do it is to climb Mount Everest. That's the ambitious solution. But then again, you could take an elevator to the top of a tall building. That's a judo solution. Problems can usually be solved with simple mundane solutions. That means there's no glamour work. You don't get to show off your amazing skill. You just build something that gets the job done and then move on. This approach may not earn you O's and R's, but it lets you get on with it. Looks at political campaign ads. A big issue pops up and politicians have an ad about it on the air the next day. The production quality is low. They use photos instead of live footage. They have static plain text headlines instead of fancy animated graphics. The only audio is a voiceover done by an unseen narrator. Despite all that, the ad is still good enough. If they waited weeks to perfect it, if it would come out too late. It's a situation where time when timelines is more with time sorry it's a situation where timeliness is more important than polish or even quality. When good enough gets the job done, go for it. It's way better than wasting resources, or even worse, doing nothing because you can't afford the complex situation. And remember, you can usually turn good enough into greater later. Okay, now we moved on to quick wins. New section, quick wins are dropped. Momentum fuels motivation. It keeps you going. It drives you. Without it, you can't go anywhere. If you aren't motivated by what you are working on, it won't be very good. The way you build momentum is by getting something done and then moving on to next thing. No one likes to be stuck on an endless project with no finish line in sight. Being in the trenches for 9 months and not having anything to show for it is a real buskill. Eventually, it just burns you out. To keep your momentum and motivation up, get in the habit of accomplishing small victories along the way. Even a tiny improvement can give you a good jolt of momentum. The longer something takes, the less likely it is that you are going to finish it. Excitement comes from doing something and then letting customers have at it. Planning a menu for a year is boring. Getting the new menu out, serving the food, and getting feedback is exciting. So don't wait too long. You are smoother. Sorry, you will smoother your sparks if you do it. if you if you absolutely have to work on long term projects, try to dedicate one day a week, or every 2 weeks, to small victories that generate enthusiasm. Small victories let you celebrate and release good news, and you want to steady and you want to and you want a steady stream of good news. When there's something new to announce every 2 weeks, you energize your team and give your customers something to be excited about. So ask yourself, what can we do in 2 weeks, and then do it. Get it out there, and let people use it, taste it, play it, or whatsoever. The quicker it is in the hands of customers, the better off you will be. Don't be a hero. New section. Don't be a hero. Okay. A lot of times it's better to be a quitter than a hero. Okay. For example, let's say you think a task can be done in 2 hours, but 4 hours into it, you are still only a quarter of the way done. The natural instinct is to the sorry the natural instinct the natural instinct the natural instinct is to think, but I can't give up now. I have already spent 4 hours on this. Okay, so you go into hero mode. You are determined to make it work, and slightly embarrassed that it isn't already working. You grab your cape and shut yourself off from the world. The sometimes sorry and sometimes that kind of sheer effort overload works, but is it worth it? Probably not. The task was worth it when you thought it cost 2 hours, not 16. In those 16 hours, you could have got a bunch got a gotten in those 16 hours, you could have gotten a bunch of other things done. Plus, you 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 cut yourself off from feedback, which can lead you even further down the wrong path. Even heroes need a fresh pair of eyes sometimes, someone else to give them a reality check. We have experienced this problem firsthand. So we decided that if anything takes one anything of any if anything takes one of us longer than 2 weeks, we have got to bring other people in to take a look. They might not to do any work on the desk, but at least they can review it quickly and give their 2 cents. Sometimes an obvious solution is starting you right in the face, but you can't even see it. Keep in mind that the obvious solution might very well be quitting. People automatically associate quitting with failure, but sometimes that's exactly what you should do. If you already spent too much time on something that wasn't worth it, walk away. You can't get the time back. The worst thing you can do now is waste even more time. New section. Go to sleep. And we'll go to sleep after this section, inshallah. Okay. Go to sleep. For foregoing sleep is a bad idea. Sure, you get those extra hours right now, but you pay in spades later. You destroy your creativity, morale, and attitude. Once in a while, you can pull all nighter if you fully understand the consequences. Just don't make it a habit. If it becomes a constant, the costs start to mount. First cause, stubbornness. When you are when you're really tired, it always seems easier to plow down whatever bad path you even to on instead of reconsidering the route. The finish line is a constant mirage, and you wind up walking in the desert way too long. Second point is lack of creativity. Creativity is one of the first thing to go. Creativity is one of the first thing to go when you lose sleep. What 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 distinguishes people who are 10 times more effective than the norm? The norm is not that they work 10 times as hard. It's that it's that they use their creativity they use their creativity to come up with solutions that require one tenth of the effort. Without sleep, you stop coming up and those one tenth of solutions. Diminished Third point is diminished morale. When your brain isn't firing on all cylinders, it loves to feed on less demanding tasks, like reading yet another article about stuff that doesn't matter. When you are tired, you lose motivation to attack the big problems. Irritability. Fourth and last point is irritability. Your ability your ability to remain patient and tolerant is severely reduced when you are tired. If you encounter someone who's acting like a fool, there is a good chance that the person is suffering from sleep deprivation. These are sorry these are just some of the costs you incur when not getting enough sleep. Yet 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 some people still develop some yes sorry maso masochistic maso masochistic sorry okay yet some Yet some people still develop a masochistic sense of honor about sleep deprivation. They even brag about how tired they are. Don't be impressed. It will come back to bite them in the ass. Your estimate sucks, and with that, we are finished up today's recording. Inshallah, I'm coming up with this new section. You estimate sucks. Till then, assalamu alaikum.